Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 3 of Star Wars Obsession. Now as you know, Star Wars Obsession was a 5-issue series that was meant to tell Dark Horse Comics' own version of the Clone Wars, and this was before, the 2008 cartoon telling its own event that does cause some continuity errors in the Clone Wars stories. And before Disney bought them, some of the stuff could happen or couldn't happen. So the cover mainly has, Anakin in his episode 3 look with Obi-Wan and their starships. And we see how, after the explosion on the ship, we see how a lot of droids are getting blown up, mayhem happening. And we see Anakin saying, "Dirge, I swear, this is going to be the last time we face each other." "You stole my line!" And we see how, both Anakin and Dirge duke it out, and we see how Dirge points out that he's killed a lot of Jedi, and that this will be just another kill on his list. So of course we kind of see how, Obi-Wan asks R2 to locate the secondary hangars so he can find Dirge's ship to get information. And we kind of see how, back at the other side, we see how Dirge is close to beating Anakin. And of course, we see him saying, "You have no idea. Time is running out, kid. Good." And we see how, Anakin uses the Force around him and blows up Dirge to Kingdom Comes. So of course, we see how some B-2 battle droids are guarding Dirge's ship, and Obi-Wan using the Force to dismantle the ship, go inside, and find Dirge's droid, saying, "Touch me, and my master will murder you." We'll see. And we see how, Dirge's arm has been so badly damaged, and his voice box has now been melted. So we kind of see how Anakin does something questionable, and of course, he uses the Force to open Dirge's escape pod and makes him go in. And this does give you a glimpse from Anakin's face. This is him slowly going into the dark side. And in episode 3, Anakin had a moral code. This is one of the few times where he's gonna violate that code. And of course, ends up opening the escape pod, and we see how he uses the Force to send it right into the planet's sun. And this is Anakin having that evil grin, knowing that he's crossing a line that he'll eventually not come back from. And Dirge gets basically full-on sun exposure, and this does leave Anakin a little dazed. And of course, we kind of see how Obi-Wan learns from Anakin that Dirge is dead. And Obi-Wan isn't happy, as they needed to interrogate him to get information. And we see, Anakin saying, "I had no choice. You left me to face him alone." "So this is my fault? You can't stay your hand? That's not... Can we talk about this later? I'd like to focus on getting off this death ship." And of course, they manage to get out from the ship after it explodes. And of course, they have to now deal with a bunch of battle droids, and after getting help from basically our Republic cruise ship, we kind of see how, a lot of the clone troopers are flying their ships and that, and after getting help from Bail Organa, it turns out Bail Organa pulled a few strings and was able to basically make the Republic think, as well as Palpatine, that Obi-Wan and Anakin sent the distress signal, and given Obi-Wan and Anakin the help they need. So of course, they now know where Ventress is, and figured out where she is. Where she's gonna be. It's on Boss Pity, which is the graveyard world, with a whole bunch of separatist battleships and that. So this is the story. So I think issue 3 is okay. like I said, this does give you a glimpse that Anakin is going to slowly turn to the dark side to do questionable things. And I think, yeah, Dirge's death makes sense, as he was a bit more of a powerhouse, and it made sense that, yeah, from Anakin's mind, he was just too dangerous to be kept around. I think it's a shame that the 2008 Clone Wars series couldn't use him or give him some potential, and I think what Marvel had tried to do with his character is make him the watered down version of what he once was. So I think this one definitely deserves thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, kind of okay, but just a average cannon folder storyline. So, comic reviewer here, signing out.